I don't really fuck with Zach right now.
Zach.
The Zetêrra shit.
Oh. Dude, that's just jealousy, right?
No, because I think he's trash.
Really?
I think he's putting out pictures that he didn't take. It's like he says exclusive, and there's like it just, I don't know, it just looks like.
You don't think it looks good? Or like, you don't like, is it a personal thing, or is it?
No, I just don't think he has like a solid message either. Because like it got personal when he started doing artist collaborations. I was like, dude.
What's his message?
What do you mean?
He's like,
positivity, creativity, and originality. That was his original thing. He would sew buttons onto clothes. That was dope. I fucked with that. I thought that was sick as fuck. And then like, he started doing artist collaboration, and I was like, dude, like what? Like, come on, like. Not that anybody can not do that, but it's like, don't like, you like. And then I put on the back of my shirt right here, and like the next shirt he puts out Zetêrra on the back. Like it's just like.
Yeah, no.
Shouldn't bother me.
Yeah, it shouldn't. It actually shouldn't. Yeah.
Here comes the drama. Wouldn't normally address something this petty, but I felt like I should comment on it. And I'm not going to be naming names. Sucks to see, like, someone saying mean things about your hard work in the first place, but what makes this kind of ridiculous is that pretty much I've seen this kid just, like, a couple weeks ago, and he was, like, all smiles and didn't tell me anything on his nerves about Zetêrra or anything, but he was saying we should do, like, a clothing collaboration, too. It seemed like as soon as I started to post the pictures of the girls wearing Zetêrra in Korea and releasing Zetêrra exclusive, the first series, that's when I started hearing like negative things, but it didn't really surprise me. And this isn't the first time I've seen people be like mad about the progress I've been making, so it's like, it's not surprising at all, but it really did seem like out of his character. To sum up the story, there was like a podcast, I just found out about it, but apparently, like a few weeks ago or maybe a month ago, like a podcast was released and someone was talking about how they didn't like Zetêrra, and so basically, and actually a number of other, I think another brand they were talking about. You can kind of like hear the jealousy. He is right though, I did use pictures that weren't mine, but technically like the first Zetêrra exclusive series was to find pictures of specific theme, and my theme was like rappers with other artists, like rappers with rock stars basically, and it was to show that like two people can come together that aren't of very similar fields or qualities or characteristics, but they can come together and create something great out of two completely different sides of the spectrum. So pretty much that's what the first series of Zetêrra exclusive was about, like the blending, the merging of colors and styles and stuff, just like the shirt that we had an artist collaboration. I think that was back in like May. It's funny that it was like the artist collaboration part that made him mad as well as the back of the shirts thing, because it's like pretty much every company does that, especially in streetwear. It's like something that you would really have to do to like build your whole like audience and stuff. It's like, I just thought that was funny, but this isn't like the first time this has happened, so it's not surprising, and it's not like, I don't know, it's not uncommon for someone to see another person succeeding or to see something that they perceive as like, oh wow, they're getting ahead of me, and then they try to discredit you or like slander you to get their way ahead or whatever, or to get back at the same pace as you. But it's like, in reality, it just slows you down, and I feel like I wouldn't be addressing this, but like I want it to be known that I would rather be working together than be like beefing and being stupid. I'd rather be working together than like being apart and competing. I'm not a competition person. I look at my project as something that I look at it as covering ground. Like, I get to interview really cool artists and learn about them, but also I like to add questions in my interviews that make it like, so what problems have you came across, or what obstacles have you come across, and how did you get past them? And I ask questions like that in every interview so that I can interview a person from every field, or like music or whatever, art. Yeah, I like to ask questions that are based on like, how did you solve this problem, so that other people can look at those interviews and see how they solved the problem, so that once another person that's trying to become an artist or trying to become someone in general is working on whatever they work on and start to come across problems and stuff, then they can go back to those interviews and see how these actual artists solve their problems. And basically it's supposed to be like a solution type of thing. And I'd rather just, I'm not a competition person in terms of, I don't think it's healthy to look at yourself and other people and try to compare. I feel like we're all different, and yeah, I feel like we all have different styles and we all work different ways, so it's not like something that can be, I don't know, it's not something to be up in arms about. And I'm not competing with the kids in my neighborhood, you know what I mean? But I'd love to work together with everyone in terms of the kids in my neighborhood to bring a bigger spectrum of people into like this movement. And yeah, it's fun to be able to work on a project like this, and like, just, some people treat it like a business, like you're stealing their money or something if you're trying to work on like something that even is in like the same field as another person. They'll see you as competition, and a lot of people will just hate on you for no reason. But it's like, I'm doing this for like positivity. It makes my life better, and it's like a way for me to like express myself in terms of like art and fashion and everything. And pretty much I wouldn't, like, I don't see myself giving this project up anytime soon. It's in the process of turning from like a project to an organization, so pretty much it's only getting bigger. And I don't know, I feel like there's gonna be more hate coming with it, but it's like, I'm expecting there to be twice as much good as there is bad happening. So it's like, always remember to stay positive, creative, and original, and never let anything anyone says discourage you. It's important to know where you stand with things too. And on a lighter note, this is my new October shirt, and it's pretty dope because when you fold it up, and I can't wait for Halloween. There's also going to be one more shirt coming out, so we've got this one, and then there's one more coming out. So keep an eye out.
Please tell me why you always leave. Please tell me why you always leave.